Imagine you are standing in a bustling city square. Cars are honking, people are chatting loudly, music is playing from a nearby shop, and countless advertisements are vying for your attention. How do you focus on your friend calling your name amidst this cacophony? This remarkable ability to filter out the noise and zero in on what truly matters is largely managed by a crucial brain circuit known as the Salience network. Think of it as your brain's internal spotlight operator, constantly scanning the environment, both internal and external, to decide what deserves your precious attention and cognitive resources at any given moment. It is the director of your mental stage, deciding which actor gets the lead role. The Salience network is not just one single part of the brain, rather, it is a collection of brain regions working in concert. Key players include the anterior cingulate cortex, or ACC, and the insula. These areas act like sophisticated sensors, detecting events or stimuli that are novel, surprising, or potentially important for your goals or survival. Once something is flagged as salient or important, this network helps to switch your brain's resources to focus on that item. It helps guide your attention, telling other brain networks, like the executive control network, your brain CEO, what to process and respond to. This system is working tirelessly, even when you are not consciously aware of its intricate operations. Consider an everyday example. You are driving and engrossed in a conversation with a passenger. Suddenly, a car in front of you slams on its brakes. Instantly, your Salience network flags this as highly important. Your attention shifts entirely from the conversation to the road, and your brain prioritizes the actions needed to avoid a collision. This rapid, almost unconscious shift is the Salience network in action. It is the unsung hero that helps you navigate a complex world, ensuring that you react appropriately to critical information while filtering out countless distractions that constantly bombard your senses throughout the day. Without it, we would be overwhelmed and unable to function effectively. The beauty of the Salience network lies in its dynamic flexibility. It is constantly learning and adapting based on your experiences, goals, and even your current emotional state. If you are hungry, the smell of food becomes highly salient. If you are expecting an important email, the notification sound from your computer will grab your attention more readily than usual. This network is fundamental not just for immediate reactions, but also for learning what to pay attention to in the future, shaping how we perceive and interact with our environment. It's a vital system for efficient and adaptive behavior in a world full of information. What happens when this finely tuned importance meter, the Salience network, goes haywire or becomes dysregulated? The consequences can be profound, affecting nearly every aspect of our cognitive and emotional lives. If the network is overactive, it might flag too many things as important. Imagine trying to work while every tiny sound, every flicker of light, every passing thought seems to demand your immediate and urgent attention. This can lead to a state of constant distraction, making it incredibly difficult to concentrate on tasks, follow conversations, or even just relax. Your mental resources are scattered, pulled in countless directions by stimuli that should ideally remain in the background. Conversely, if the Salience network is underactive, it might fail to flag genuinely important information. Critical cues in your environment might be missed, or internal states like emotions might not be registered with appropriate intensity. This can lead to a seeming lack of engagement with the world, difficulty in recognizing social cues, or a blunted emotional response to significant events. Important tasks might be overlooked not out of laziness, but because the brain simply isn't assigning them the necessary level of importance to trigger action. This under-arousal can be just as debilitating as over-arousal, leading to problems in motivation and effective decision-making in daily life. This dysregulation directly impacts emotional processing. An overactive Salience network might assign excessive importance to negative thoughts or minor anxieties, blowing them out of proportion and contributing to conditions like anxiety disorders, where every potential threat feels overwhelmingly significant. On the other hand, an underactive network might diminish the salience of positive experiences or the emotional states of others, potentially leading to social difficulties or a reduced capacity for empathy. The accurate tagging of emotional information is crucial for appropriate emotional responses and healthy social interactions, and a faulty network disrupts this delicate balance. Ultimately, a malfunctioning Salience network profoundly skews our judgment and decision-making. If irrelevant details are constantly highlighted, or if crucial information is ignored, the basis upon which we make choices becomes flawed. We might make impulsive decisions based on fleeting, unimportant stimuli, or we might struggle to make any decisions at all due to an inability to prioritize. The world can feel like a confusing, overwhelming, or dangerously uninteresting place when the brain's fundamental system for determining what matters is not functioning as it should, leading to a cascade of difficulties in navigating life effectively and maintaining well-being. Several neurological and psychiatric conditions are increasingly being linked to dysfunctions within the Salience network. For instance, in individuals with attention deficit/hyperactivity disorder or ADHD, the network may struggle to appropriately filter distractions or sustain attention on tasks that are not immediately rewarding, making mundane but necessary activities feel incredibly difficult to focus on. In conditions like schizophrenia, the Salience network might aberrantly assign importance to internal thoughts or benign external stimuli, potentially contributing to hallucinations or delusions where everyday occurrences are misinterpreted as having profound, often personal significance that isn't actually present. This misattribution of salience can be a core feature of the illness. Anxiety disorders and depression also show connections to salience network irregularities. In anxiety, the network may be hyper-responsive to potential threats, making the world seem like a far more dangerous place than it is, and tagging even minor stressors as highly salient. Conversely, in some forms of depression, there might be a dampening of salience for positive or rewarding stimuli, contributing to anhedonia, the inability to feel pleasure, and a general lack of motivation. Furthermore, addiction, including gambling addiction, is heavily implicated. The network becomes hijacked, assigning excessive importance to cues related to the addictive substance or behavior, overriding other life priorities and rational thought processes. It is not just internal conditions that can throw the salience network out of balance. Various substances, both legal and illegal, can profoundly alter its functioning, essentially mimicking or inducing a state of dysregulation. Stimulant drugs, for example, like amphetamines, often prescribed for ADHD but also used illicitly, or cocaine, can dramatically increase the perceived salience of many stimuli. This can make mundane tasks feel intensely interesting or lead to a heightened sense of awareness, but in excess, it can cause paranoia, where every small detail is interpreted as part of a larger threatening pattern. The drug artificially cranks up the importance dial for everything. Conversely, depressant drugs, such as alcohol or opioids, can dull the salience network's ability to detect and respond to important cues. While this might temporarily reduce anxiety by making stressors seem less significant, it can also impair judgment, slow reaction times, and lead to a dangerous underestimation of risks. Important warning signs in the environment might be missed or ignored. Hallucinogenic drugs, like LSD or psilocybin, can drastically warp the salience landscape, causing users to perceive profound meaning in ordinary objects or sensory experiences, fundamentally altering what the brain flags as important and leading to a radically different subjective reality for the duration of their effects. Let's consider a vivid real-world example of the salience network going haywire: the gambler on tilt. Imagine a person in a casino. They might start with a clear plan, a set budget, but then a string of losses occurs. Frustration mounts. At this point, their salience network can begin to malfunction spectacularly. The flashing lights of the slot machine, the sounds of coins dropping, even if it's not their machine, the near misses, all these cues become overwhelmingly salient. They are no longer just background elements, they become powerful triggers, screaming for attention and demanding a response from the gambler's increasingly stressed brain. As the gambler goes on tilt, rationality takes a back seat. The salience network, now hyper-focused on the act of gambling itself and the desperate desire to recoup losses or chase a high from a win, starts to filter out other crucial information. The dwindling pile of chips, the ticking clock, the prior commitment to stop at a certain point. These important realities become less salient, less loud in the brain than the allure of the next bet. The internal voice of reason is drowned out by the perceived urgency of the game. The network is essentially shouting that the only thing that matters right now is the next spin, the next hand, the next roll of the dice. This state is a form of temporary cognitive distortion, heavily driven by the misfiring Salience network. It incorrectly flags gambling-related stimuli as supremely important and rewarding, even in the face of mounting evidence of negative consequences. The brain's reward system is also deeply involved, but the Salience network is what keeps the gambler glued to the activity, unable to disengage because the cues associated with gambling have hijacked their attention and motivation. It's as if the importance tag for gambling has been magnified 100-fold, while the tags for financial responsibility, time management, or even personal well-being have shrunk into insignificance. In essence, the gambler on tilt provides a stark illustration of how a dysregulated Salience network can derail decision-making and behavior. What was once a recreational activity transforms into an all-consuming compulsion, largely because the brain's system for determining what's important has been co-opted. Understanding the Salience network, its vital role, and what happens when it's compromised, whether through a medical condition, substance use, or extreme situational stress like in the casino, is crucial. It underscores the delicate balance required for healthy thinking, emotional regulation, and the ability to navigate our complex world by focusing on what truly matters for our long-term well-being.